Hey guys, hey guys, Aisha Nesut Annie here. I'm just signing in just a couple minutes earlier. Shared that I would be online today doing my very first live. I'm so excited. I see that my cousin is watching. Hi, Romaine. You know, I would always see people doing these lives, and I would see them being able to shout out people. I never figured out how they saw who was like there, but now I get it. Good stuff. So I'm a few minutes early, and I'm just gonna give it a few minutes. Hi, Natasha. Thanks for joining me. Listen, you ladies, I love you guys. I love you. Of course, it's such a beautiful day. I had to come outside and do this because it just seems perfect for me, right? But today I am going to be sharing on my social media epiphany. I've been off yes, I love you. I've been off of social media for a while. I mean, just kind of here and there with it because I was literally going here and there with it. And then I had an epiphany. And so I was like, you know what, Aisha, it's time to kind of turn some things around. And that is exactly what I'm doing every single day when I show up here. Hello, Ras Taylor. Greetings. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate you guys for being here. This is my very first Facebook Live for my personal page. Well, actually, it's kind of a personal and professional page. So Aisha Nesudani, if you have not liked the page already, please do that. This is where I'm going to be sharing a lot more about my personal and professional journey. And so I'm super excited to be here right now. Hi, Kinique. All my peeps in the house. So listen, I hope I don't while out on this first live video I'm doing right now. But super excited, really I am, because this is long overdue, right? Long overdue. And I'm probably going to mess up a little bit because I have so much that I want to say. And I have my notes so I could stay on track. But yeah, so I see a few of you are on. And really, I don't want to keep you because I know it's a Monday afternoon. You're probably on your lunch breaks. And I appreciate you taking some time to spend with me. So a couple of more minutes, another minute, maybe two, and then I'm just going to jump into things. So again, thank you. Please, if you know anyone right now who's kind of juggling with the whole idea of social media, how much to share, how much to not share, should I use it as a platform to share my opinions, or maybe they're like, well, I don't want anybody to hear me because I don't know what I'm saying. Whatever it may be, if you think there's somebody that can benefit from this video, share it for me. I'd really appreciate that. And we're going to jump in. So the first thing is that, like I said, this is something that's long overdue. And in the past, every time I said, you know what, Aisha, just go for it, just do it, I would say to myself, like, you know, why should you do it? There's so many people who are out here every single day. They're doing live videos, they're sharing, they're encouraging. And what do I have to say that's so different from what they're saying and what they're sharing? And I had to remind myself that, you know, there is no other Aisha Nesut Ani. There are tons of Aishas, but there's no other Aisha Nesut Ani. There's no one else that has had my experiences, which has helped me to develop my own unique perspective, and that has also helped me to craft my own unique voice. And so, okay. I see somebody else coming on. Thank you, Natasha. Exactly. And so I had to just kind of give myself a pep talk. Like, I'm usually the person people would call for a little bit of like motivation, encouragement, And at the same time, I'm one of those people who can use that motivation and that encouragement. So I had to say to myself, Aisha, you know what, just go out there, be vulnerable, be impulsive, be corny. Anybody who knows me knows that I can be quite corny at times. Just be you. Just be whatever you're comfortable being, and allow people to see the different sides of you. A lot of times I am, very serious. I'm very deliberate, especially when it comes to like work and being a mom, which I feel like I am all the time. I rarely have a chance to kind of say, let my hair down and allow people to see different sides of me. And so this is a platform where I want to be able to do that. I want people to be able to connect with me, and I want to be able to connect with people also. And so I had to literally convince myself that this is what you need to be doing. You need to be out here and you need to be sharing. And so for all the times that I've been holding back, now I'm just releasing. I'm just releasing. And you may have noticed that recently I've been posting a lot on my page after, like, I've had the page for like 6 years. It's been a long time. And finally, you will see that I'm going to be just opening up a little bit more on my social media platforms in general, so that people can connect, so that I can connect, so that I can kind of just let go of some of the hang-ups that I have, and it's very multi-layered in a sense, because it's you have one set of people saying, "Girl, don't let people know this, don't let people know that," and then you have another set of people saying, "Open up and share, and let people use your story or use your experiences to help them on their own personal journeys." And so it's like this constant battle. But nonetheless, for me, I've decided that I'm going to just jump 2 feet in and just go for it. So in that moment, and this is kind of really why it was an epiphany for me. In that moment, I had to figure out, like, okay, so what is it that has really been holding me back? And that is really the message that I want to kind of leave with you guys today. And I think it's a very important message too, because I don't think there's any of us who don't struggle with this. And it's actually one of the key things that I had to remind myself as I was faced with this whole anxiety. Because trust me, the decision to do this live video was easy. That was the easy part. But the anxiety around actually doing it, it was like, oh my gosh, am I really, really, really going to do this? And so I was like, okay, yeah, but no. And so, the anxiety comes from the fear. Okay, let's just be real. The anxiety comes from the fear because, we all have our fears, we all have our insecurities. And I definitely, hey, oh my God, my bestie just signed in. Mona Brown, I'm calling you out. Love you, hon. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you for being here. So I was just saying, just like, I decided that I wanted to do these live videos, and of course, making a decision is easy, but it is the actual execution that is the difficult part, because then that's where the fear and the anxiety kicks in. And so that ties into what it is that I want to share, and I'm going to get to it right now, because again, this is the important thing. So if you guys are listening and if you guys are ready to hear what my message is for today, just do me a favor and type yes in the comments. Yes, I'm ready to hear it. Excuse me. So this is it. It's very simple. It's very simple. This is the message that I have to share with you today. And this is especially for my ladies, but not just for my ladies. It's for the gent and the king that's online too. But this is it. It's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to not be perfect. And the other part of that is it's okay to not be a pro. Okay? It's okay to not be perfect, and it's okay to not be a pro. And a lot of our paralysis is centered around our obsession with perfection, especially for creatives. We have this obsession with wanting everything to be perfect, wanting everyone to believe that everything is perfect. Um, and a lot of times, hey Tanya, a lot of times that causes us not to do anything. It causes us to be stagnant, and it causes us to kind of just just not allow our light, quote unquote, to shine. And so I realized that a lot of my fears around being seen, and people say to me all the time, Aisha, you're not shy, you're not this, you're not the next thing, you're always out there, you're always in front of the camera, whatever. That means nothing because I still have my own insecurities and I still have my own fears. And let's be honest, it can be very easy, really easy for us to kind of get caught up in a state of just comparing whether it's our skill set, whether it's, whether we're good enough, whether we have enough resources, whether we know enough people or know the right people, how beautiful we are, how gifted we are. It's so many things that we tell ourselves, so many lies that we tell ourselves that are just drenched in fear. And unless we find ways to kind of move past that, then we will, it's no question, we will stay stuck. And so at the end of the day, when we look at it, I feel that a lot of it still goes back to the idea of perfection. And so even in doing this recording, of course, ideally, I'd be in some studio with the whole fancy backdrop and whatever. But, I'm like, what's more beautiful than nature and just, me, like just being out here, just being vulnerable, just being open. The people who need to appreciate it, or the people who will value what you bring will appreciate it, is what I really should say. And so I feel like the fact that we're looking for validation a lot of the times too, it's like this circle. It's like this circle, and it's not like it's not like it's gonna go away. It's just that, hey bro, hey Hotep bro. It's not like this stuff goes away. It's just that we have to get in a space where we face what it is that is holding us back. And so really, I'm going back to my social media epiphany and the fact that I know that I have so much that I want to share with so many people, and I have had this platform for so long and have not used it. I had to recognize three things, basically. One is I do have a gift, and I have a gift that only I can deliver to this planet. Nobody else can. And I have a voice. And unless I release the expectations and fear and the anxiety around situations or circumstances that I have no control over, I'll very likely leave this planet without fulfilling my purpose. I'll very likely leave this planet without fulfilling my purpose. And for me, that was like a serious discovery. Like, not even a discovery, but it was like one of those moments where it really hits you in the face. Like, do you really want to leave without doing the work that you were put here to do? And that's a question that I'm asking you guys. Like, do you really want to leave here without doing the work that you were put here to do? And I'm not talking about the job. I'm not talking about, where you go every day to earn your paycheck. I'm talking about your passion and your purpose. Like, what were you really created to do? What's stopping you from doing that? What's stopping you from doing that? That's what I'm talking about right now. And so Ras is sharing that anytime someone can share positivity, it's a great thing. Absolutely, absolutely, because we definitely need more of it. We need more of it. We need people who are willing to open up. And really, and in this era, social media is a massive tool, and we can use the tool for good, or we can use it for not so good. I mean, we share a bunch of videos all day, every day about all the tragedies that are happening in the world. But, when you ask someone to press share on this video or on any video that has a positive message, the numbers are this big. But yeah, so social media is a huge part of our culture. It's a part of our business culture. It's a part of our social culture. It's a part of our community culture. And I feel like we all should be using it for something positive. And so if you are stuck and paralyzed waiting for this perfect opportunity to come along, or for the perfect moment when everything aligns, or if you're too busy worrying about what you don't have, or what you need, or who needs to show up, you're selling yourself short. You're selling yourself short. And I learned through my epiphany that while I don't have it all figured out, I don't have a lot of things figured out. I learned that it's okay to not be perfect, and it's okay to not be a pro, and it's okay for me to just start where I am. Okay? And so I'm sharing that with you. I think that we should just consider that a little bit more often. And as a matter of fact, every time those fears come up, just say it's okay. It's okay. Like, I don't have to have it all figured out. I don't have to have everything I need, but everything that I need in this moment, I promise you, you have. Everything that you need in this moment, you have. And so I just feel like you will attract the things that you need once you start. Once you start. So in closing, I'm so proud of myself right now. I did this. So in closing, I just want to remind everyone, it's okay to not be perfect, and it's okay. I wish you guys could, I don't know, it's kind of weird, but if you could just type that and say, I believe you and I am with you, and it's okay for me to not be perfect, but I am going to do X, Y, Z anyhow, that I would really appreciate that. And the good news is that you aren't by yourself. I'm here with you, because I am releasing my own fears, and I'm going to be sticking around. I'm going to be doing this again next week, Monday. I'm going to be sticking around to help you release your fears and to help you to be able to achieve the goals. And not just goals, not just like, oh, I want to do this and I want to do that, but to do the work that you were really put here to do. So before I hop off, it's so beautiful out here, man. I feel like I could sit out here all day. Gee. So before I hop off this live video, thanks guys. I really, really, really appreciate you being here. I appreciate you sticking around. What I'm going to ask you to do is to just find me on, I'm on Facebook, Aisha Nesudani. I'm also on Instagram. Same thing, Aisha Nesudani. Just follow along with me, and I need the encouragement too. So help me to um, to just stick through with what I've decided for me as far as just facing my fears, and then I will help you. Let's be accountability partners, basically. So you follow me, I follow you, and let's just support each other on our journey. And if there's anybody that you know who also needs that accountability, who also needs that support system, um, again, just share the page, ask them to. Raz, you want Q&A? Do I have to do Q&A on my first video? Listen, okay, you post your question and let me answer. Um, and listen, again, follow Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I'm even on LinkedIn. I'm getting into the whole LinkedIn thing as well. Um, and I want to be a part of your journey as much as I want you to be a part of mine. So that's my message for today. I'm still, as the Rastas say, seek perfection of character. Absolutely. Seek perfection of character. Ashe. So, okay, I don't see any questions. Okay, Periscope. Is Periscope still around? Wow. I have not heard about Periscope in years. But thank you guys. Honestly, I appreciate you being here. So I'll be here again next week, Monday. And until then, I'll be posting, I'll be sharing. Peace. Love you. How do you end this?